Diddy was found guilty on 2 counts, but could be heading home soon. The long-awaited verdict in Diddy's high-profile federal trial was finally announced, marking a dramatic day inside the Manhattan courtroom. Diddy was found guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in certain acts, but not guilty of racketeering and other charges. While the 2 convictions carry a maximum sentence of up to 20 years combined, Diddy's official sentencing will be determined at a later date. The jury, consisting of 8 men and 4 women, informed Judge Arun Subramanian of their unanimous decision. Diddy, joined by close family members, was present as the verdict was read aloud. Overcome with emotion, he dropped to his knees in what appeared to be a moment of prayer before standing and blowing a kiss toward his supporters. His children, including Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, and twins Delilah and Jesse, were also in the courtroom, having supported their father throughout the trial. As the verdict echoed through the packed courtroom, cheers erupted from Diddy's camp, offering a glimpse of relief after weeks of proceedings. Outside the courtroom, emotions were visibly high, with at least one of his daughters seen wiping away tears. Following the verdict, Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, requested that his client be released immediately on a $1 million bond, money his family was reportedly prepared to post that same day. He also asked for permission for Diddy to travel to Florida, New York, and Los Angeles while awaiting sentencing. Prosecutors, however, strongly objected to the request, citing concerns, and the judge did not issue a ruling immediately. This verdict comes after a 5-week trial that gripped the nation and drew widespread media attention. Although the trial was not televised, updates from inside the courtroom, including major testimonies and emotional moments, spread rapidly online and across news outlets. Earlier, jurors indicated they were stuck on one of the charges, racketeering conspiracy, which led to further deliberation. The charge was eventually dismissed when the jury couldn't reach an agreement. Judge Subramanian had instructed them to continue working toward a unanimous decision, which they did on the remaining counts. The case initially included several additional charges, but prosecutors dropped some of them just before closing arguments, narrowing the focus of the trial. Diddy had been held without bail at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center since his arrest in September 2024. Following an extensive investigation, the trial brought a number of high-profile figures and former acquaintances into the courtroom, each providing unique insights into Diddy's personal and professional life. Among the most talked-about witnesses was Cassie Ventura, who once shared a decade-long relationship with the rapper and provided deeply personal testimony. Another notable moment came from rapper Kid Cudi, who described a disturbing incident involving damage to his property. His statements, like others, painted a complex portrait of Diddy, one that his defense team worked hard to counter with their own evidence and testimony. Throughout the trial, Diddy's attorneys pushed back against many of the claims brought by witnesses, arguing that the narrative was one-sided and lacked full context. They emphasized his long career, contributions to music and entertainment, and the support of his family and fans. In closing arguments, Diddy's defense team reminded jurors of the standard required for conviction and urged them to assess the case with fairness and caution. It appears those arguments resonated in part, given the split verdict. Diddy has continued to maintain his innocence and has consistently denied any wrongdoing throughout the process. The road ahead will likely be complicated, with sentencing still pending and public scrutiny far from over. For now, all eyes are on Judge Subramanian, who will decide whether Diddy can walk free on bail in the coming days. Letters from both prosecution and defense were ordered to be submitted by 1 p.m. ET, outlining arguments for and against release. Regardless of the outcome, the verdict marks a pivotal moment in a case that has dominated headlines and sparked heated conversations in both the entertainment world and the broader public. As the dust begins to settle, Diddy's future remains uncertain, but his family, his fans, and the public continue to watch closely.